What's going on, everyone? My name is Eric, and this is the Get Me Out of Here vlog. I'm standing in the heart of the Loop in the great city of Chicago, Illinois, about to eat at Miller's Pub. Now, Miller's Pub is a Chicago staple. It's been here since 1935. It serves one of the most iconic Christmas drinks, the Tom and Jerry. So I'm going to actually meet my uncle and aunt who came up by train from Springfield, Illinois. It's a tradition we do every couple years. We like to go hang out at the Christkindl Market. It's been 2 years since I've done the Christkindl Market, obviously because of the Rona last year and the government shutdowns. They closed the Christkindl Market, but it's back open, and I'm going to do some Christmas sightseeing today. So follow me here in the great city of Chicago. Let's go grab some food first at Miller's Pub. Follow me. Take a look at this. Inside Miller's Pub, they've got the Christmas decor out, Santa Claus himself, and here's the sign. Try a Tom and Jerry, a Miller's Pub tradition since 1935. I will be trying that today. Quintessential Christmas drink here in Chicago. All right, so we'll do a quick shot here. Cheers, everyone. Here at Miller's Pub, I've got the famous Tom and Jerry. It's an eggnog concoction with rum and brandy. So cheers. Also, here's my uncle and aunt. What's going on, everyone? All right. I'm gonna dig into the food here in a little bit, but got the Tom and Jerry. Oh yeah, you gotta come here if you're in Chicago. Miller's Pub, excellent. Take a look at this, the famous ribs at Miller's Pub. Gonna dig into that. I also got a souvenir Tom and Jerry cup to go with that. But these ribs are phenomenal. I've had them in the past. Can't wait to dig into this. A Christmas tradition. Bon appetit. Look at these ribs. Take a look. These juicy ribs here at Miller's Pub.
Well, now I sit on my profile. I do utilization reviews, so I'm making sure that people are in the right level of care, that doctors have signed their orders, that insurance companies are going to pay their bills.
This has been a staple since the 1930s.
I'm 60, I came over.
Phenomenal. In fact, these are the best ribs. Almost, I think I would say these are the best ribs in Chicago.
But they have
Twin Anchors is really good too. That's another great rib place. Another one of my favorite restaurants. I'll showcase that in another video, but these are up there.
Mother Baby. First of all,
just take a look. They have all this elaborate artwork hanging all over the restaurant. Gold frames, looks very fancy, very elegant. Really brings in the atmosphere here at Miller's Pub. Even behind the main bar, they've got lots of this really cool artwork, and in fact, there's a Cubs flag. In fact, Harry Carey used to hang out here a lot. So did Bill Veeck with the White Sox. In fact, Bill Veeck's got his own corner here for you White Sox fans. Take a look at that. He used to come here a lot with Harry Carey back in the day. Look at this bar. Timeless. A lot of autographed pictures of famous celebrities over the years who have stopped by here at Miller's Pub. Walking on State Street, still in the Loop. This is the famous Marshall Field department store, one of the first department stores in the world. It's now a Macy's, but I think we're gonna go inside and walk around. We're walking into Marshall Fields. Walking inside the original Marshall Fields. Look at this old architecture. All decorated for Christmas. It's now currently a Macy's. It's been a Macy's for a number of years, but this is the original famous Marshall Fields department store in the heart of Chicago. So Potter Palmer started this department store in 1852. It burned down during the Great Chicago Fire of 1871, and this location for Marshall Fields opened up in 1873. Of course, it's expanded a lot since then, but this is one of the original department stores in the United States, the original Marshall Fields. The architecture in here is just grandiose, so it's absolutely incredible. A lot of history. In fact, Potter Palmer also was the founder of the Palmer House Hotel, one of the more grand historic hotels here in Chicago as well. So I'm going to show you around this historic building. It's beautiful. It's absolutely spectacular to come here around the Christmas season. And another note, the scene in Christmas Vacation where Chevy Chase is flirting with that sexy lingerie girl was filmed here as well. So I'll have to look out for Russ. I don't want to get caught. Just take a look at this ceiling. This was created in 1910. Will you look at that? Over 110 years ago. Just incredible. Take a look at this. Just keep stretching upward and upward and upward. Look at this architecture. Early 20th century. Just spectacular. One of the first department stores in the United States, here in the heart of Chicago, the original Marshall Field's. So Macy's department store took over, I believe, in 2005. Some years they hang these massive Christmas decorations off the ceiling here, and you can see it. I've got some photos of previous Christmases with these awesome red crimson gifts that they have hanging, but they do not have that right now. But either way, what an incredible, just an incredible architectural monument here. They used to have old school escalators here that were extremely narrow that you would take all the way to the top. I haven't seen these. I don't know if they changed these out or if they are located higher up here in the store, but I'll find out here shortly. I'm going up to the 7th floor to the famous Walnut Room. It's a historic restaurant here at Marshall Field's, and they are famous for the Christmas tree that they decorate and also for their Christmas pot pies. So I'm going to go take a look at the Christmas tree, show that off to you guys. And this one's a little more narrow. All right, so maybe, I don't know, maybe my mind is joggled a bit. But I remember like old school narrow escalators. This is a little more narrow. It's not like super old, maybe 30 years old, but all right. So it's getting a little more narrow as we go up towards the top. Wanted to show that off. So it's a little more narrow escalator. They also have the old school floor placards here as well. I don't know if that's bronze or what material that is, but I'm going to keep going up towards the top to the Walnut Room. As you can see, there are tons of clothes you can browse here at modern day Macy's, historic Marshall Field's. But anyway, let's talk. I will show you the famous Christmas tree in the Walnut Room here in Chicago. Take a look at this flooring. It's getting older as we go up. It's old wooden flooring. You can see these escalators are a little more narrow that you see at most modern day department stores. When you take a look at that, we're stepping into the Christmas theme. They've got a small food court over here, and look at this, Santa mail. You can deliver a letter to Santa. They've got a Believe meter established in 1858. Currently almost at the Believe. It's at the Dream marker right now. And it looks like they've got a small food court over here. Hot cocoa and hot toddies for sale. I've heard of Tiffany lamps, but I've never seen a Tiffany stained glass mannequin before. A lot of Frango Christmas chocolates also on display here. Very famous here in Chicago. In fact, you can take a Chicago Mint package home. In fact, here's the official Marshall Field's. Holding that upside down. There we go. Marshall Field Chicago Mint Chocolates by Franco. Right here, the famous Walnut Room. Opened up in 1905, has since become a Christmas tradition here at the original Marshall Fields. And this is really interesting. I've never heard of Uncle Mistletoe before. It says in 1946, Marshall Fields introduced Uncle Mistletoe to compete with Montgomery Ward's creation of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. The popularity of Uncle Mistletoe soared and was soon turned into a tri-weekly television program entitled The Adventures of Uncle Mistletoe, which lasted for 4 seasons. It says you can still see him on the great tree in the Walnut Room. I'm going to see if this... I have no idea who Uncle Mistletoe is. His popularity is no longer soaring, I can tell you that much. So here is the famous Walnut Room. They're known for their chicken pot pies. I have actually never tried the chicken pot pie here. That's something I need to do, but take a look at this. This is the famous Christmas tree. They decorate one and put one up here every single year. Just incredible. And it draws a lot of people that come here to see the famous Walnut Room Christmas tree. Now I do not see Uncle Mistletoe on top of the tree here. I still have no idea what that character is, but I'll have to do some research on that one. There's some kind of ice queen walking around and complimenting guests. I don't think that's Uncle Mistletoe though. So here it is, another view of the famous Walnut Room Christmas tree here in Chicago. I'll have to make it a goal of mine to come back and eat here and try that famous chicken pot pie. I've yet to have that. I wanted to give you guys a glimpse before I go onward to the Christkindl Market. This is a very popular thing to do here in Chicago for the Christmas season. And take a look at these old school elevators too. Look at these things. I guess they're still in use. They have this amazing brass facade. It's very like Art Deco from the 1930s, 1940s era. Pretty cool looking. How to get a better view of these awesome Art Deco elevators here in the Walnut Room. Okay, maybe this is Uncle Mistletoe. I see there is a character right there. That's the only character I see on the tree. So my best guess would be that that is Uncle Mistletoe. But you know what? If you know better, please comment below. I have no idea. I've never heard of this character until now. So that is my best guess. That is Uncle Mistletoe hanging out on the tree. You know, I think Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer ended up winning that department store competition of iconic Christmas characters. Here also on the 7th floor is a history of Marshall Field himself and the history of this building. There was more to the story. So apparently Marshall Field was a partner of Potter Palmer and created this famous department store. The very building I'm standing in was actually built between the years of 1902 and 1906. The architect was the famous Daniel Burnham of the Rookery, who also created the Chicago World Fair. So an amazing architect that designed this building, completed in 1906. It is currently still the 3rd largest department store in the world here on State Street in Chicago. But they've got a bunch of history boards here on the 7th floor that you can take a look at if you get tired of looking at all the Christmas decorations, or you just want to delve a little bit deeper into the history of this incredible building. Right here, they call this the Cathedral of all stores. Can't argue with that one. Some photos of the famous Walnut Room that I just showed you guys. Here's a tree of Christmas past. Probably the mid to early 20th century here in the Walnut Room. Just a lot of history with the Christmas holiday season here in Chicago. Here's a quote that I couldn't disagree with more. Give the lady what she wants. Marshall Fields said that. Won't argue that one. Take a look at that. They've got a fountain inside the department store. A marble fountain. A lot of pennies for good luck in the fountain. This is awesome. So Daniel Burnham, famous architect, actually designed this fountain back in 1904, but it never came to fruition until 1987 during a restoration process. They found the plans and decided to build the fountain for real this time. So here it is. This is the restored Daniel Burnham fountain. And this is actually one of my favorite things here in this historic department store. This is a original drinking fountain from the early 1900s. It's no longer in use, but it is a relic of the past. Take a look at that. An old school drinking fountain. It's made out of like marble too. You know, these are famous. These are fancy drinking fountains from back in the day. Very cool. The plumbing's obviously modern, but all the old school marble from the turn of the 20th century. You do not see that in malls these days, that is for sure. I gotta say too, this is one of the few department stores I've been in that has an elegant staircase all the way to the top. Usually it's some kind of back staircase that you have to take, nothing impressive, but this goes way back. Good alternative to the escalators. All right, you got to do the swivel doors, right, when you're in the big city? Especially in one of the most famous department stores in the world. I'm not going to be like Elf and run around in circles. Outside Marshall Fields, they also have these famous Christmas storefront windows. It's a blue Rudolph. If you know the legend of Paul Bunyan, it almost looks like Babe the Blue Ox, but it's Rudolph the blue and red-nosed reindeer. Gotta love all the Christmas bugles outside of the original Marshall Fields. Here's a few more of the storefronts. They're really going with the blue reindeer theme this year. I don't know what that's all about. I know it gets cold, but I thought reindeers could handle it. He's reading a book of how to fly. I might be doing these backwards. Maybe there's a story that the store window fronts are telling me. There's another storefront, an owl teaching Rudolph the red-nosed blue reindeer to fly. So I think every storefront window this year tells a story. You have to start on the north side of the original Marshall Fields though, and then head south to get the story in chronological order. I did it backwards. Oh, there's polar bears and a penguin sliding down a snowy hill. Tiptoe the reindeer. So maybe it's not Rudolph, it's Tiptoe. And here's the famous Marshall Field and Company sign, the original sign, and here it is, State Street, if you were wondering. Over 100 years ago. And here is the clock straight ahead as well. Here's a closer view of the Chicago Theater sign. They've got the 'Twas the Night Before Cirque du Soleil play here. It's an amazing building. Highly recommend if you ever get to see a show or a presentation. Totally worth it here at the famous Chicago Theater. Yeah, gotta love that iconic sign. Really is a symbol of the city.
For the train.
The holiday train.
We have a holiday train sighting. The Chicago L train, there's one that's decked out in holiday colors. There it is in the station. And Santa Claus himself is riding on the holiday train. There is a glimpse. Well, here it comes. Let's see if we can see Santa. There he is. There is Santa Claus on the holiday train. Just got a glimpse of the big guy here in Chi-Town. You can see Marina City. Condominiums, people have their Christmas lights up. Looking good, getting in the holiday spirit. And over here along the Riverwalk, you can see some of these famous buildings along the Chicago River also have Christmas colors. The Whirlpool building, decked out in red and green. And over there as well. We got a new skyscraper coming up too. I think that is Wolf Point, is where that building is being erected. I do not know the name of that one. But that's going to be a big addition to the skyline. And here is the Chicago River in December. It's been a very mild winter so far, so no snow, no ice. Nicest November I can remember in maybe my entire life. Here we are outside the Wrigley Building on River North. This building celebrated its 100th birthday this year. Opened up in 1921. In fact, when this opened 100 years ago, this was the tallest structure in the city of Chicago. It was the only skyscraper here along the River North corridor. This is the famous Mag Mile right here. This thing was an iconic, well, it is an iconic building, but it was the tallest building in the city when it opened up 100 years ago. And they also have their famous Christmas tree out front as well, so let's take a look. That's right, this building is called the Wrigley Building, named after the gum magnate, the founder of Wrigley Gum. And it's also what Wrigley Field is named after, the home of the Chicago Cubs. This building was the headquarters for Wrigley 100 years ago. And here is the Wrigley Building Christmas tree. Will you take a look at that? Beautiful Christmas tree. They post one every year. And it's right in between. One thing I've always wanted to do, there's a bridge that crosses the two Wrigley Building towers. I've always wanted to go up there and get a tour of that. I don't know if they offer public tours. I do not think they do, but maybe someday maybe I can meet somebody that works in the building that can give me that tour and a view from up there. It'd be awesome. But anyway, Wanted to pay respect. This is the 100-year anniversary of the Wrigley Building. 1921 to 2021. And across the street from the Wrigley Building, along the Tribune Tower, another iconic building here in Chicago, is another giant Christmas tree, all lit up. It's right next to the Apple store along the Chicago River. Another gorgeous Christmas tree on display here in Chicago along the Mag Mile. The Tribune Tower standing over it. And there's something very unique about the Tribune Tower that I'll show you here in a second. First, just wanted to take this in. Gotta love a good Christmas tree. Here it is, the Chicago Tribune, founded 1847, tower erected in 1925, so just a few years after the Wrigley Building was erected. So you can see outside the Tribune Tower, they have pieces of famous places from all over the world embedded in the side of the tower. There's a fire truck behind me that's very loud, but this is a part of Comiskey Park. That's where the White Sox play. Here's a piece of the Alamo right here from Texas. This is from Trondheim Cathedral in Norway, right here. And there's famous places embedded all along this ambulance is being very loud. There's famous places embedded all along the side of this tower. They even have pieces of the pyramids of Giza. Just to be fair, here's a piece of Wrigley Field right here. Piece of Notre Dame in Paris. Could probably spend at least an hour walking along this entire building perimeter and pointing out famous places. And here it is, a piece of the Great Pyramid of Giza right here, embedded. You could actually grab that one, it's pretty low. Another fact is they have pieces of all 50 states of the United States. Here's Missouri, Mark Twain's Injun Joe Cave. I've actually toured that. Kentucky, Mammoth Cave. So they have a piece of a famous place of all 50 states embedded in the side of Tribune Tower here in Chicago. Here in Millennium Park, the biggest Christmas tree in Chicago. Take a look at this. They put it up a couple weeks ago before Thanksgiving. It used to actually be held near the Christkindl Market, but a few years ago they decided to move it here to Millennium Park, which I actually like better. But here it is. This is the Great Chicago Christmas Tree. Gotta get a selfie by the tree, of course. So this is a 51-foot blue spurse, and it's going to be here on display through January 9th here in Millennium Park in Chicago. What a beauty. Definitely a Christmas tradition for me. I love coming out here. Before going to the Christkindl Market, I'd love to pay a visit to the Christmas tree that they put up every year here in Millennium Park. So always something you got to do here in Chicago. They also have a lot of other trees lit around it. Some Christmas bulbs. A lot of people here today. It is a popular sight around the holiday season. Gotta get a view from the back of the tree, because take a look at all of the sky rises here surrounding the Christmas tree. Chicago is the birthplace of the skyscraper, after all. Really adds to the ambiance. Right next to the Christmas tree and below the bean, you can see the bean right up above there, straight ahead. They've got ice skating here as well, here in downtown Chicago. Now they have another skating rink nearby here in Millennium Park. It's the Skating Ribbon. I've actually skated that myself. I'll post the video link to that at the end of this video, but I have not skated at the more popular one here in front of the Chicago Bean. Not sure how much it costs, but I'll have to invest in this winter. I am not a professional ice skater by any means, but yeah, this looks fun. You got to do this. Maybe get a date, come on out here and enjoy skating underneath the skyline of Chicago.
Yes. Oh yeah.
We're walking outside the Chicago Christkindl Market and it is busy. This may be the busiest Christkindl Market I have ever seen, and this line is so long it may actually wrap around the entire City Hall building. Gonna find out shortly, but I like the entryway. Look at the lights. Just confirmed, this line is the longest Christkindl Market line I've ever seen. It wraps all the way around this building on Daley Plaza, the Cook County building.
It's going to be 21-0 by coming in.
Wow. Well, we're gonna wait it out. I think it's gonna be at least a 30-minute wait just to get inside.
Right here.
There's the Picasso sculpture. I always call it the giant armadillo sculpture of Chicago. It looks like an armadillo to me. Standing right outside the Richard J. Daley Center. Funny story, I almost served jury duty here a couple of years ago. Had a report and didn't get picked. Take a look, they got the manger scene here at the Christkindl Market. Baby Jesus and a camel's butt. It's the view from the line. Merry Christmas. Keep Christ in Christmas.
Largest in the world.
And there is Mary and baby Jesus. And the three wise men. And there's the eternal flame. There's no pigeons huddling around this. Usually there's a lot of pigeons. You can see all of the bird poop. But that flame is always lit here in Daley Plaza, and I'm actually really surprised there are no pigeons. Usually they're trying to keep warm by the fire. Well, I can see the light at the end of the tunnel here. We are almost into the Christkindl Market. This is the longest I have ever waited to get inside this thing. And I've been going to this for several years. My uncle and aunt, this is like a annual tradition to come to Chicago to the Christkindl Market. We didn't come last year because of the Rona, but it's open again. So we're finally making it in. This is the 25th anniversary of the Chicago Christkindl Market. So let's check this out. I'll show you what they have in store. Take a look at the nutcrackers they have all lit up upon walking in this thing. You know, first glance, this looks a lot smaller than it has been in previous years. All right, we're gonna find the Gluhwein. That is what we came here for. The Christmas Gluhwein. What that is, it's like a German red wine. It's a spiced red wine that's heated up. It's very good, it's very sweet, and they also serve that with holiday Christmas mugs. This year is the 25th anniversary of the Christkindl Market, so they have 25th anniversary mugs that you can get. So that is what we're gonna do first. We're gonna find the Gluhwein. That's what we came here for.
Wait for you.
All right, well, I've got the Gluhwein. They're laughing at me. You guys got your Gluhwein too.
Well, cheers, everyone.
Making this an annual tradition. 2021. Merry Christmas, everyone. It's cool. They've got the 25th anniversary mugs. You can see right there. Kind of hard to focus, but there's a picture of the Sears Tower. It's not focusing very well, but they're very cool. I'll get a better shot later, but they have 25th anniversary mugs here. Oh, there we go. That's way better. Look at that. There we go. I don't know. I tried. Anyway, it's got an awesome picture of the Sears Tower. 25 years of the Chicago Christkindl Market. Some wonderful, delicious Gluhwein. It warms the heart this holiday season. It's actually very warm outside for Chicago this time of year. It's like 40-something degrees out. So I really don't have to wear a hat, like a winter hat, gloves, or anything. It's very nice out. So we're going to go outside, drink this Gluhwein, and I'll show you some more shops and things that you can do here around the Christkindl Market. We're going to check out this store called Kathy Wolffart. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Wolffart. Standing outside Dinkle's Bakery, they have famous stolen bread. You can see in the window here. And that's right, you have to pay for stolen bread. $29 for 2 pounds of stolen bread. There's a black market going on here at the Christkindl Market. Are you paying for stolen bread?
We're paying for stolen bread.
You're paying for stolen bread? Thought I knew you, Jim.
I think I went there.
You're gonna get the powdered stolen bread? All right. It looks like it's fresh. They just put this layer here. I don't know what this is, but this is fresh stolen bread right there.
Not yours, it's stolen.
Well, don't steal the stolen bread, Jim. I told you this. Don't steal it. Yeah, you gotta pay for it.
Easy to share.
We're getting 2 slices of stolen bread.
No, ask them how much it costs.
Yeah. I think I do, unless there's a surprise. Oh. All right. You gotta dance. Thank you very much. So if you tip the stolen bread, you get a Jingle Bell serenade.
He wants me to go back and get my.
So here's the stolen bread. Don't tell anyone. Look at this. This stuff's amazing. Get the stolen bread at the Christkindl Market. Don't steal it, though. You have to pay for it. It's very good.
What are they making?
Is this good? All right. We got a master chef hard at work. It smells amazing. I will say that. It smells amazing. Take a look at all of these pecans, almonds, cashews, you name it. It smells incredible in here. Got some dramatic nutcracker music playing here too. Decided to go with a Chicago mix. So I went with the Chicago mix. It's pecans, walnuts, all kinds of things. It is delicious. As you can see right here. It's the sweet Swabian. I think that's how you pronounce that. Maybe not. Gotta get this. Gotta get the pecans.
You got LASIK. I was gonna say, but you got LASIK, right? Yeah. I was like trying to remember. I'm like, I know that you did, but I don't remember.
Look at all of this fudge. This is another really delicious stand to hit up. What I like to get normally is the chocolate-covered blueberries. I'm gonna get a stick of that. Oh, it smells so good here. I've got a stick of chocolate-covered blueberries. Oh yeah. Definitely hits the spot. Big and mess. Another one of my favorite things to get here at the Christkindl Market. Check out all of these German steins. Oh, these are fancy. I like it. A big collection of German steins. Not necessarily Christmas, just German steins. Some of these have really cool designs on them too. Look at that. Berlin.
Berlin, Heidelberg, Deutschland.
Jim, you lived in Germany for how long?
2 Jahre.
Ah, that's 2 years?
Yes. Yeah.
That was my best guess. And here they have a little bit of Swedish mixed in with the German market. Some tomtas on display. Very cool. I like it. So I'm Norwegian Swedish on my mom's side. I actually have never heard of a tomta until it kind of got popular in recent years. The Nissa is what I always grew up hearing about. The Nissa is kind of like a dwarf Santa Claus in Norway that if you feed it at night, it is happy and will do you good deeds, but if you do not, it causes mischief in your Norwegian household. So always feed your Nissa. You don't know what I'm talking about, look it up. The Nissa, Norway. This is my favorite stand in the Chicago Christkindl Market, the Krampus stand. Why they have this, I have no idea, but it's evil Santa Claus. It's a demonic version of Santa Claus, Krampus. And the stand is here every year at the Christkindl Market. Look at all these creepy, devilish Christmas ornaments. Look at that. It's a decapitated head of Krampus sticking his tongue out, wanting to lap up the Gluhwein. Don't drink that Gluhwein. This is incredible. So here you can see these Krampus pickles. Now, a tradition that my family has always done around Christmas, and maybe it's a German tradition, I don't know, but you hide a pickle ornament in the Christmas tree and you have to try to find it. The Krampus stand likes to put a spin on that, and they have these devilish Krampus pickles that you can get and hide in your Christmas tree. I love it. Jim, do you want a decapitated head ornament of Krampus?
Let me think about that.
All right. We'll get back to it.
It's Krampus stuff.
I don't think we have chocolate.
Look at this horned Krampus Christmas ornament. It's an evil Santa Claus.
That's funny.
The Germans have very strange traditions. That is for sure. Oh my God, look at these.
Thank you.
Devilish Krampuses having some kind of ceremonial dance that you can get and put on your coffee table at home if you want for Christmas. I'm making Krampus dance. Look at this. It's a satanic Christmas ornament. I'm making dance. Nothing says have a happy holiday like satanic Christmas ornaments. You can even pose with Krampus. Look at what these people are doing. What are they thinking? Oh my gosh. If you want to, you can pose with Krampus here at the Christkindl Market. Should we pose? All right, we'll totally pose.
You two will.
Should we stick our tongue out?
No.
Stick your tongue out.
Stick your tongue out. Look at this. I'm posing with Krampus. He's just sitting here at the Christkindl Market. Oh my gosh. All right, let's get out of here. This is too weird. Too weird. Let's find something with some more holiday spirit. Much like the Denver Christkindl Market, they have a lot of snow caps that you can get here as well. Some exotic ornaments, some scarves. Oh, cool. And they've got like Bare Hands and Buddies has a bunch of animal character hats you can get for your kids. And some cool character looking earmuffs as well. Wow, these are cool. Look at these ornaments. Those are nice. I like these. Do you make these yourself? That's awesome. You actually blow the glass and all that? No?
Yeah, there's a cool little video right here too.
Oh,
Yeah, when I saw it, I was like, whoa.
really? Wow. I like it. Yeah, the paint on these are really cool. A winter wonderland. Ooh, look at that. They dim the lights for me. They all light up. That's awesome. Definitely a winter wonderland that you can get here for the Christmas tree. And they have a video here of how they make these as well. Very cool. Thank you. The Sweet Castle. It's a huge chocolate and candy store they have here. We're gonna go inside. There's a little bit of a line, but it's totally worth the wait. I love going in here and tasting some sweets. Views from inside the Sweet Castle. It's actually pretty wild. A lot of the shelves seem to be kind of picked off. Still some candy here though. We'll see what they got. See what they got. I'm totally a fan of the cinnamon roasted almonds that they sell here though. Very good. They've got chocolate advent calendars. You know what? I haven't had these in forever. I'm gonna get one. I'm gonna do a chocolate advent calendar. Let's do this.
I'm just gonna try to maintain my position.
They've got these Belgian chocolate lollipops, and I gotta say, the Santa ones kind of look like the Christmas poo from South Park. They've got monkey head Dutch licorice, and right here they've got pink piggies. Not sure what that tastes like. And also they've got Christmas soda that you can take home with you. What is in Christmas soda, I wonder? Grandpa Lundquist, Scandinavian Yulmust. It looks like Coca-Cola, but
They don't have like
I don't know.
a smaller ornament.
Not sure what's in that.
Oh, did you get Christmas soda?
Should we?
Get some.
Should we? Look at all of these cuckoo clocks. Hey, what's going on? These are gorgeous. All of these German cuckoo clocks. They're a little on the pricey side, but look at all of the detail that they have wood carved into them. Very cool. I like it. Well, this has been Christkindl Market Chicago, the 25th anniversary. It's been a blast, a lot of great food, the Gluhwein, and a lot of amazing Christmas shops. So if you want to get into the holiday cheer, come down to Chicago at Daily Plaza and check out the Christkindl Market for the 25th anniversary. And Chicago is one of the great Christmas cities in general. There's a lot of awesome places to check out, a lot of history here, a lot of decorations. Highly recommend. Hope everyone is having a happy holiday season. Merry Christmas. And this is Eric with the Get Me Out of Here blog. It's time for me to get out of here. Thanks for watching. Jim, do you want a decapitated head ornament of Krampus?
Let me think about that.
All right. We'll get back to it.